Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wizards Outlook. We got Cardo Dudley, as you guys can see, with me tonight. He's in Capital One Arena. I am not. I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. But despite big games from Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, it's not enough as Cleveland holds off Washington 114-105. Poole, I know everyone knows since All-Star breaks, moved to being that guy coming off the bench. Looks like that role's kind of jump-started things for him a little bit. He had it going tonight. That said, Cleveland's the second best team in the East for a reason. And, some of the things that has hurt Washington all year kind of hurt them. But Cardell, you were there. I want to hear your thoughts.
It was just a slow grind from the Cavs, man. They made a concerted effort from the very beginning to, pound the Wizards, inside with Jared Allen and Eric Mobley. Jared Allen kind of got going right away and he sustained it throughout the game. It took Mobley a little bit to get going. They were very patient. Normally you kind of expect Donovan Mitchell to be ultra aggressive, him and Garland, but they were very patient. They kept pounding it in. It's kind of like on the boxing side of things where I'm gonna go to your body, and eventually your hand's gonna drop, and I'm gonna knock you out. And that's basically what happened. As the game went on, they just kept pounding the body, and eventually the Wizards crashed. But the Wizards put up a fight, man. This is the effort. I'm pretty sure I speak for all Wizards fans when I say we wish we would have saw throughout the entire season. They fought hard. They fought hard defensively. Especially regrouping after Bilal Coulibaly had that ugly fall, man. Respect the young boy for trying to get up and play through it, but that was a nasty, and especially at this point in the season with what's going on, our young fella, come on. We ain't got time for you to have some chronic back issues moving forward and your career messed up before it really gets off the ground, man. But, that's what it was, man. And Kuz got off to a strong start. Had about 14 points in the first quarter. And then Jordan Poole. That's the Jordan Poole, before the season where everybody thought he was going to come in and do this. This is what they thought he would be doing for most of the season, man. He was magnificent. Easily his best game as a Wizard, man. Game high 31 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, only 2 turnovers, on 11 of 21 shooting, 6 of 13 from deep. He got it done, man. He got it done. And I'm going to give him credit, man. He actually was solid on defense. He had some key deflections, rotated over, made the Cavs alter some shots, man. That's what kept the Wizards in it. Especially during the third when they got off to like a 13-7 run and it looked like they was about to pull away. The Wizards regrouped and battled back, man, and kept it a close game. And he did it off the bench. You see what I'm saying? Ain't like he was starting. That makes it even more impressive what he did tonight, man. He's been crucified this season. Let's call it what it is, man. So when he balled, you gotta give him full props. And nothing you really say about Poole's effort. What he was trying to do, his leadership, his production. He stepped up big time tonight, man. And him and Kuz had 27, 7 and 5. Trey Jones, 10 assists. Landry Shaman was huge, especially late with his defensive presence, getting deflections, getting steals, scoring 6 of 15, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. I thought Rashawn Holmes gave him some good minutes early, man. 11 points in 15 minutes, 4 6, 7 rebounds, 11 to 7, 15 minutes. I mean, that tells you where he's headed when he get in there, man. You know what I mean? But it's hard to beat a team when they have 5 players in double figures, man. And it comes back to the defense's lapses. As much as the Wizards were in this game late, it comes back to the little things, the defensive lapses, giving up key offensive rebounds and second chance points. You know what I mean? Just not stopping Jared Allen, which is not easy to do when you're undersized, but still 22 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Look, if he going to score, fine. But he can't get 5 assists too. That means somebody else got off, man. You got to take away something. And that's the name of the game, man. You know what I mean? Darius Garland hit some big threes late, 17 points, 7 assists, 6 of 15. Donovan Mitchell was chilling, 16 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. We've seen him quite a few times over his career, even going back to Utah, when he's on a mission. It's tough to stop. So I know he was just, just following the game plan. We're going to beat him up inside. Ain't no need to try to prolong this. And Karis LeVert, Lord G, off the bench.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Near triple double, 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists, and 6 of 10 shooting. and you felt them on the boards and the points in here in the arena. I had to look at the box score. I thought that was a typo. Like, he had 8 assists too. Hold up. Now, I had to really – did they give him the Garlands? Like, you see what I'm saying? I had to really
– I got you.
He gave it to him every which way possible, and it was very sneaky and quiet. The way he bust their ass, man. It was very – because he did it in 28 minutes, man. It was very sneaky and quiet. It was just a slow, methodical kill, man. It's just every which way possible, man. He had himself a game, man. But once again, it comes back to the thing that has played the Wizards all year, and that's them not getting stops, man. Look, the team shoot 50% from the field, man. I'll rebound you. It's tough to beat a team, man. It's tough to beat a team that make half their own shots, man. Even when you're hitting. And this is another example with the way the Wizards were, where they shot 44%, which is respectable, but you gotta get more stops, man. Because you play well enough offensively with the way Poole was going to win this game, and you couldn't do it because you couldn't get timely stops.
Nah, I think that's a perfect place to start. That's the place to focus on. As you laid out, it was great to see Jordan kind of have the night that folks been waiting for. But man, the middle of the floor. You talk about Cleveland's game plan. Clearly, it was intentional, and they didn't go away from it. We saw Isaac Okoro getting into the paint and getting into the big. Saw Max Strus throwing a couple lobs. Like, clearly the plan was guards touch paint, find the big. You mentioned Jared Allen's assist. I thought him and Mobley also did a good job on the glass defensively, but they just took up so much space inside, and they put so much stress on Bagley and Holmes, whoever the Wizards bigs were. Because it was kind of, you had to come over to try to stop the guard that was driving into the paint. You can't do both. You can't cut off the guard and then turn around and contest the big when the bigs are Allen and Mobley. That's a tough ask for any big, especially routinely. The analogy you use with the body shots on point, and Karis LeVert, man, these perfectly timed body shots from him the entire game. I think it didn't become fully apparent until the fourth, but it was happening the entire game for him. I just felt like in the fourth it was a little bit obvious, but even then it was like, did he do all that? Yeah, this was the buildup, but it felt like every time Cleveland got into a little tough situation, here's Karis, here's an offensive board, here's a bucket, here's chasing down a loose ball. Look at the nice Garland and Mitchell had. Like you said, they were kind of not being as assertive as possible, but they also weren't very efficient. Harris was very efficient in his role, and it's a different type of way to stress a defense where you can take Max Strus off the floor and Harris slides in at the three. Those are three guards, three different sizes, but those are three guards getting into the paint and causing hell for a team that was already struggling to defend. Player of the game for you?
Before I go there, man, I got to just sum up the efficiency of the night. The Cavs efficiency, 170. Washington, 117. So that tells you how the execution was and how nasty it was, man. So player of the game, damn, that's tough. I'm gonna give the edge to Jared Allen because they saw him early and often, and his from the opening tip, they felt him all the way to the very end. And with his efficiency, obviously 11 to 18, man. His rebound and his assists, 22 points, he was just down. He did it all.
Yeah, and another thing, if you're gonna, your coach is gonna decide to make you or your group a focal point in the game plan, hey, you answered the bell. Like you said, for all four quarters, Washington had to deal with him. X factor, I think you were just talking about him.
Yeah, you gotta give it to Karis LeVert. They triple double off the bench in 28 minutes, and ain't nothing else even to consider
at all. Up next, Washington has Golden State coming in on Tuesday night. Yeah,
and they starting to figure it out.
They might be upset. They might be upset depending on how the game tonight turns out.
And
Oh yeah,
This
that.
is
Yeah.
Pool's first
Yeah.
game and Draymond him on the same court. Yeah.
I did
Since
not
that
think about that.
situation,
That's a great point. The last time he
yeah.
suspended, right? Dre was out.
And, yeah, it's gonna be some tension. You can't avoid it. It's gonna be some
Yeah.
tension.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some tension, and you know it ain't gonna be necessarily from Poole because I think he's just gonna come to hoop. You know, I know he gonna want some give back, especially when homie on the court. What competitor wouldn't? But I know the fans gonna get on Draymond and all and amp it up and all that. You know, you know what social media about to
Yeah.
do, man. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be an interesting game.
It's gonna be a wild 48 hours on social media to say the least. Jordan Poole, stay on social media until like Thursday. Just don't get on there.
I'll tell Draymond to do the same thing because he might come in here on one.
Yeah,
He might come in here on amp, super amp. So
you're right.
just think about it. Wait till that switch and Draymond on him and all, you know.
Yeah. Like, hey,
Can't avoid it. Can't avoid it, man.
And you said unavoidable. It's gonna happen, man. At least for Jordan's sake, you know, you're at home. You're not in the Bay. I guess I don't know. I don't know if there's any positives.
Which makes it even more awesome for Draymond. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what.
Right. All right, we got a couple comments. Area 11T got jokes. He said, "So it's Denny that's holding Poole back." LOL.
Oh wow, man! Great game from Jordan Poole. Great game. I actually think they messed up going away from him late. You know, Poole's kind of tried to say back, "Well, y'all go with the high hand," and that's you know, like the saying goes, losing teams will find a way to lose, dog.
You're not lying. As soon as Kuz came back in, it was kind of like, "Here, you closing us. Why?"
Or it was just him, like, let me get back to it. It's like, nah, man, you got to go on. Give him the rock, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. That's a simple thing. You saw it on the bench. So unless he just go cold, then you get aggressive, man. But you got to keep him on feet in a high hand.
But like you said, that's one of those things with teams that are struggling to win. Not shocked. Also, you know, the 22 turnovers tonight certainly didn't help, which is something they want to avoid come Tuesday night. Last thing you want in the world is them folks in transition for threes and everything else like that. Got to take care of the rock come Tuesday.
We had 22 turnovers.
Washington? Or I read the box score wrong?
Yeah, both of them were pretty good on
okay, my fault. That's me then. Okay.
You're looking at the player fouls, yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Appreciate the correction. So Washington, I apologize. Y'all was on point tonight. But look, we'll see you guys Tuesday night after the game against Golden State. Look forward to seeing what it's going to be like in the arena. Cardell laid everything out for you guys just now. Again, we'll see you guys then. Have a good evening.